Arlington, Texas, a big Texas welcome for Brian Diaz. And in the opposite corner, Skandar Akbar from Devastation Incorporated presents his television champion from parts unknown, Super Destroyer number 1. David Manning, your referee. The purse tonight, $500.
Well, the Super D, one of them, we hope just one of them, will be defending his television title tonight that he won last week in a somewhat disputed fashion against Brian Diaz. Great to have him back on our show. A very, very successful period of time up in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. There's General Akbar. Kevin Von Erich in the ring with his good friend Brian Diaz, who is returning tonight, and he'll be going for the $500 and the television championship belt. Quite a bit of discussion going on between the combatants and David Manning and General Akbar. This is the first time we've seen Akbar since the burning incident at Reunion Arena, and he has not yet paid the $10,000 to Kerry Von Erich. When they get all this over with, we'll go on with a bout. Quite a challenge issued by gentleman Chris Adams, and accepted. Ring the bell, here we go, and the Super D helps Akbar out of the ring. Here's the Diaz, takes him down, 1, 2, hey, it's all over, in just a few seconds. Oh boy.
Unbelievable time of 9 seconds. The new television champion, Brian Diaz.
Wow, that didn't take long.
9 seconds.
9 seconds, it didn't even seem like that long. Can you believe it? What a great return for Brian Diaz, a great homecoming. And I'm going to take my life into my own hands and see if I can get Skandar Akbar to come over here. General Akbar, I have a quick word with you. This is the first time we have seen you since the burning in Reunion, and here your man goes down in 9 seconds. How do you feel about all this?
Bruiser Brody got in my way. Bruiser Brody got my way. He's hurt. He's gone. The Iceman stuck his nose in the General's business. He's hurt, and he's gone. And now, Brian Diaz, congratulations, young man, because you just graduated to the top of the General's bad list.
General Akbar promising to hurt people. We've seen him do it. It's getting dangerous. We'll be back for more in just a moment.
This event, one fall, 30-minute time limit. To my right, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 235 pounds, fabulous Freebird, Buddy Roberts. And to my left, from Denton County, weighing 215 pounds, making his very first Fort Worth appearance, the newest Von Erich to the wrestling world, Mike Von Erich. Your referee is David Manning.
Mike Von Erich, he's been on our show before, but tonight it is his first professional bout here in Fort Worth anyway. Fort Worth debut. His first bout came against General Akbar at Reunion Thanksgiving night. It was a learning experience for Mike. Had some tough going here and there, but using that great Von Erich brain, he was able to capitalize and took advantage of a point, played his cards beautifully, and got a victory. You've heard me say before, it takes more than just muscle to be a wrestler. Buddy Roberts, the Freebird, to face Mike Von Erich tonight. Roberts wearing that headgear. Michael Hayes, yes, defeated and gone for a year. He will not wrestle in Texas for 1 year. He can hang around if he wants to, although I don't think he is. I haven't seen or heard from him. But he cannot wrestle in Texas for 1 year. And that is the kind of bout that Gordy and Kevin will have Christmas night. Wouldn't it be something to dispose of two Freebirds? To the corner! And there's what I'm talking about. The brain in action, and he had Roberts fall right in his trap. We've heard Fritz and the other boys say that this guy has all the tools to be the best yet, and he's still growing. Look at the size of those arms, though, and he is strong as a bull already. We'll be talking to Akbar Garvin and the Freebirds. We have the burning tape coming up, so we're just getting started. We have a lot of time left on our show, so we'll have a lot for you. Hammerlock reverse. Well, Kerry won the $10,000 by slamming Kamala the other night, and I don't think it's been paid. I'm going to ask Akbar about that in a minute. Full Nelson by Roberts. Quickly reversed by Mike. Mike Von Erich, your first chance to see him here on Saturday Night Wrestling. I'm Mark Durant with Joe Rinaldi and Ralph Foley, David Manning, Bronco Lubitz, and our entire Saturday Night Wrestling crew. Doing a fabulous job as always. Well, that didn't work for Roberts because he's right back in the full Nelson. Come as you are main event Friday night. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be my first as far as seeing one of those. We're back in the Coliseum Monday night, 8 o'clock. The big six-man tag bout. Iceman will be back with us. Brian Adias will be defending his TV title. As you see, the leg scissors by Mike Von Erich. And Precious and Sunshine will be there with David and Adams and Garvin and Roberts Friday night. No. David Von Erich versus Ric Flair for the world title. And if you could just imagine how you would feel if you were there Christmas night and that belt changed hands, what would happen inside the building if it did? And knowing and being conscious of this, I know you won't want to miss it. Rainbow Ticketmaster outlets, Sportatorium or Will Rogers on the night of the bouts only. Or you can call 369-9000. Order your tickets via the telephone with Visa and MasterCard, MasterCharge cards. 369-9000. Also, by calling that number, you can find out how to order tickets by mail. David Manning with the count, the leg scissors, and Roberts grabbing the tights. Yes, I knew that's what he was doing. Roberts now. Turnbuckle. His foot went across that middle turnbuckle, but he came back, held Roberts in place.
5 minutes.
And 5 minutes. Anyway. 1, 2 with the leg scissors. Boy, when you are able to hold a man in place like he did, that shows that strength of those arms that I was referring to a moment ago. 4, 5, 6, 7, Roberts being very careful. Interesting to hear the words of some of the people talking about Mike Von Erich. Teach him a lesson, one-night career and all that. But when you see a guy so very slowly getting back in the ring, you know how seriously they take this guy. Roberts saying no, but he's in a test of strength. Mike flipping around and doubling Roberts up with the arms turned backwards. Great move by Mike Von Erich, and we're seeing the talent already. The family unit and the family image has played such a great role in American life ever since the first Pilgrims came to this country. And you can see that family unity in the Von Erichs as they all work together. Head in the turnbuckle by Mike. And like I said last week, the gleam in Fritz Von Erich's eye when Mike stepped into the ring that first night is something that we'll never forget. Look out, what's he going to do under there? Roberts sparing nothing here for Mike. To the rope. Up. And over. Roberts on that arm. Boy, how do you like that challenge by Garvin, accepted by Adams, and with the added stipulation that if Adams wins, Sunshine gets precious for 5 minutes. Boy, that might be an interesting 5 minutes. And a long one for both parties. Big crowd here in the building tonight. I didn't see any empty seats last time I looked. A foot across the face, flying headman. Ooh, and he got him that time. Roberts wastes no time. Elbow off the rope. Suplex, and down he goes. Here's a pin. 1, 2, and Mike kicks out, and Roberts is upset. Mike Von Erich back quickly. In the corner. In time, and Roberts is hanging upside down. Mike Von Erich knows, he remembers ripping that jacket. Although it was hazed, Roberts was all a part of it. And Mike makes them pay. Look out, here's Gordy. Here's Kerry Gordy. But here comes Kevin, thank goodness, and just in time. Kevin will keep his eye on Gordy. Come on. Mike and Roberts in the ring, Kevin and Gordy outside.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Here's the pin. Hey, hey, hey. But Gordy.
The winner in 10 minutes and 5 seconds, Mike Von Erich.
It's still going on. Gordy couldn't stand it. He had to come in and interfere and knock Mike away. Roberts has capitalized by getting on top of Mike. Gordy on top of Kevin, and it's getting bad. Here's Kevin on top now. And boy, it is a knockdown drag out. And boy, are Gordy and Kevin ever after each other. Mike has Roberts pinned in the corner now. Gordy up and stomping Kevin on the head. There you can see it all. Kevin with his boots. Drop kicks Gordy. He throws. Mike throws. Roberts right on top of him. And he has the wig. Mike Von Erich with the wig. And Roberts runs like a skinned chicken. Mike Von Erich with a smile on his face has won the event. Gordy came out, but Kevin came out, thank goodness, and it got wild. And Mike Von Erich, hand raised with the wig and headgear in hand, and notice how quickly Roberts snuck away. When we come back, we'll be talking to General Akbar, Gordon, Jim Garvin, and the Freebirds, so stay with us. I see the Freebirds moving this way. Gordy and Roberts, they're on their way back into the ring. So we will chit-chat with them as they come in. And, of course, the Freebirds are involved in a big six-man bout Monday night right here at the Coliseum.
Monday night here at the Coliseum, we are, without a doubt, the World Tag Team Champions, without a doubt. Anybody that knows what happened, Ric Flair, you're supposed to be a world champion yourself. I'll tell you what, you're the one, you're the reason that we are not the world six-man champions right now. But we have Jimmy Garvin Monday night in another match, and I'll tell you what, Von Erich, I'm sick and tired of you, and we want you real bad, and we can't trust and rely on Jimmy Garvin because he is just as great as us. And I'll tell you what, Terry Gordy, we have some big ones coming up. You know what I think of that wimp, Mike Von Erich? I'll tell you what, you must have been down in the gym working out with your brothers and learning all those sneaky tricks. The only way that you can beat me is by having your brother come out here and distract me and then come up from behind. I'll tell you what, you little whip, I got more knowledge in this one finger than you'll ever have in your whole wide body. And I'll tell you what, Michael Hayes, we're hot. Michael Hayes is supposed to be here right now in Texas, but because of the reunion match, Michael Hayes had Terry Von Erich power drive and to count for a 1, 2, 3, but he put his foot on the rope. Hey, anything goes. This is the most ridiculous thing. This is a conspiracy, Terry Gordy, and I'm sick and tired of it. What do you think? You know it's like this, man. You know what kind of champion is Ric Flair supposed to be? I mean, he's supposed to be the NWA World Heavyweight Champion of the world. Hey, and you know, champions are not supposed to lose, man. And he just proved to us last Friday night that he's not a true NWA World Heavyweight Champion. You know, he come up and he loses something that belongs to us. Well, that's all over with. It's all something under the bridge. You know, it's like that, man. And it's something that we got to put up with, I guess, till next Monday night. Till next Monday night. That's right. That's what I said. Come next Monday night, we went out and we got us another partner that's got good class like ourselves and is a champion just like us. And that happens to be gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. Yeah, he's going to stand in the corner with the Freebirds, and he's going to stand tall. He's proud to be standing in the corner with us because we done talked to him about that, and he don't mind getting in there scratching and kicking just like we do. And like I said, he's a champion himself. Now, I got that out of the way. It's like this now. Next Friday night, Kevin Von Erich, you've got the guts, you've got the gall to step up in the ring with me in a come-as-you-are match, boy. Have you ever heard the song, the new record we just put out? Hey, it's all the truth, man. We come from Bad Street. That's where we come from. And baby, every day, all day long, some days, we have fought right there on Bad Street, and we don't mind fighting it off. It don't matter if it's in a wrestling ring, or it don't matter if it's outside the sportatorium. Then you just bring yourself on down there, boy. And I'm going to give you the whooping of your life. I'm going to give you a whooping like you never had before. And then the big daddy of them all, come Christmas night, the big daddy of them all, if you make it through next Friday night, then boy, we'll go up for the big one of them all. We'll do the loser leave town, and I've even got something better. You know the little wimp, the younger Mike Von Erich, the little snotty-nosed punk. And that's all he is a little snotty-nosed punk that's still wet behind the ears. And you know, he come out here and he gets a fluke win over my main man right here. And what does he think he is? He thinks he's a big man. Well, let me tell you something, boy. And I did say, boy, if you want to put yourself in a match, if you think you're so big and bad already, with just your couple of matches in professional wrestling today, if you think you're big and bad, what we'll do, Mark Lorenz, you know I talked about me and Kevin Von Erich having a loser leave town just like Mike and Kerry. And you know I've been hearing a lot of people, they've been talking about, well, hey, you know, the Freebirds are crazy, man. You know, they have everything falling for them. They had Michael Hayes. He got beat. He had to leave town. They just lost. They just lost their six-man world tag team titles. Well, they're crazy about even thinking about stepping in a loser leave town. Well, let me tell you something. I might be a little crazy, but I'm not dumb. And if you want Kevin Von Erich, if you want to get your brother and put a... Well, just like I was saying, if you want to get your brother out here... Wait just a minute. Hey, Borgo, you want to...
Let's let him finish now. Go ahead.
Hey, like I said, I challenge you in a single match. Loser leave town, Jack. And if your brother, who thinks he's so bad because you got a fluke win, and that's all it was, punk, was a fluke win, and I'm looking you straight in the eye, and I'll tell you, Daddy, bring him out here. It don't matter to me. Okay, like I was saying, if you want to stick your name on the contract too, if you can write and you got the brains enough to write your name down, then we'll have a tag team match, and the loser of the match will have to leave the state of Texas for a year.
A tag team bout, and one of the four men, the man that loses, would leave.
Is that not what I just said?
All right. Well, that's what he said.
I'm cool, I'm calm. You think you got me in between the rock and the hard place there, huh? Young, little, inexperienced little brother. You think of Von Erich's scared, huh? Do you think that? Well, I got an answer for you, Mike. What do you think? You think it's too much for us? Let's go!
Well, I guess that's your answer.
Yes!
Yes, we accept the challenge. We accept it right now.
Well, a challenge accepted. It was Kevin and Gordy with a loser to lead. But now it will be a tag bout involving Mike Von Erich. And the loser of the bout, regardless of who it is, will be the man to lead. We better take a minute to digest all this. We'll be back for more in a moment.
Sports fans, and welcome to Championship Wrestling here in the beautiful Will Rogers Coliseum in Fort Worth, Texas, where the West begins. All matches tonight are sanctioned by the National Wrestling Alliance. The opening event, one fall, 15-minute time limit. Introducing first from England, 225 pounds, the American heavyweight champion, gentleman Chris Adams. And his opponent, outside the ring from parts unknown, 240 pounds, the missing link. David Manning, your referee. This is a non-title bout. I'm going to ring the bell.
Well, the missing link is throwing chairs around again like he was last week. And ring the bell, here we go. Saturday Night Wrestling, we're back in the Coliseum tonight, a little more room. An enthusiastic crowd is with us as the strange and unusual and yet dangerous missing link is on a rampage around the ring. We knew he was strange and unusual, but we learned last week how dangerous he can be with the tight bout he was in and the problems with the chair that he's been throwing, and we're seeing the same thing tonight, and there he is. Grabbing Adams by the foot and choking. Look out. Choking Chris Adams after grabbing him by the foot under the rope. And he won't pay any attention to David Manning. Now he begins stomping the head. And again with a choke. Holds him down by the hair, and he's carrying on like a man possessed. To the corner. Adams in a frying pan here. The missing link throws him in the corner. That wild face in the hair. But Adams gets a break, throws him to the corner, and nails him with a super kick. And away we go. What a bout here to open with. The link really hit in that corner hard, and he went to the floor hard. There he comes back in, choking Adams again. Adams over that rope. Over the rope. Ring the bell. And the link doesn't seem to care. He's got another chair. Throws it to David Manning. Throws another chair. I'm going to get under the table.
In 1 minute, 28 seconds, the winner of the match, gentlemen, Chris Adams. Throwing Adams over the top of the rope. Once again, the winner, gentlemen, Chris Adams.
Missing link with another chair in the ring, hitting himself in the head with it beforehand. And somebody better get out here and stop this thing. Here's Adams in now, but to no avail. The link with a headbutt. Missing link still. Look out. Uh-oh. Somebody get out of here. If you can hear us in the back. Here comes the Samoan out. Here's Johnny Mantell out. Trying to restrain him from behind. Here's Adams back. And the link throws him off. Is there any stopping him? 3 men on one. Now it's my pleasure to welcome Fritz Von Erich once again to our show. Fritz, glad to have you with us, but I know you have some serious business to discuss.
Mark, since I talked to you this morning,
My mind's been changed to a point by all my boys, especially Kevin here. What disturbed me the most was my young son, Mike, just coming into wrestling, and Kevin going out there and committing him to that kind of a match. Now, you got to understand that these boys being Von Erichs, they've been overmatched from the very beginning when they've all started because of their name. They've had to take their bumps, their injuries. Kevin had the first year 2 knee surgeries. Kerry had 2 knee surgeries and an elbow surgery because of being overmatched, because of their name. I told you before that Mike has probably come along faster than any of the other 3 boys. By the same token, Kevin has convinced me that they're no longer boys, but they're men. They should be able to make their own decisions. And again, my only complaint was that my young son, my 19-year-old Mike, he's going to have to take his bumps, his knots on his head, possibly his surgeries just like the other boys did. But by Kevin agreeing to that kind of a match, and he did that on the heat of the moment, I will not give on this point. I've already seen matchmaker Ed Watt. Kevin, if he wants to go into that tag team match, and if either he or Mike loses a match, Kevin wants to pull out and not wrestle in the state for a year, that's fine. But I will not give on Mike. Mike is not to be in that kind of a match. If Mike loses, Kevin will leave. If Kevin loses, Kevin will leave and not wrestle for 1 year in this state. I don't really think that these boys, I know that Mike is a lot further along than even me as Papa gives him credit. But it's a tough one to get in with guys like Terry Gordy and Buddy Roberts with the possible penalty of having to not wrestle in the state for 1 year. I couldn't train with him. His brothers couldn't train with him. Therefore, that stipulation is removed. Now, Kevin, you have agreed to that, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I have. But I'm telling you, like I told you today, Mike's got to be tested under fire. We're all men. And like you said, Dad, we make our own decisions. We don't back up from anybody. We've talked it over. And yes, sir, I'll accept those stipulations. I'll leave.
I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. I'll not go for that.
Yes.
But that is the thing. If either Mike or Kevin leaves, Kevin will not wrestle in the state for 1 year. Now, Gordy and Roberts should really like that. Don't think there should be any doubt about that, because they think they'll go in there and beat young Mike. They may have some surprises coming, Mark.
Sure will.
Kevin, it's not because I don't trust you and depend on your son. I know you can. But these guys are extremely dangerous, no question about that.
I understand. I understand completely.
So, look, anyway, as far as I'm concerned, that's the way it is. I told matchmaker Ed what he's not going to be. And Kevin himself will leave if either he or Mike is beaten. But I don't expect that to happen.
Kevin will be the man to leave. Okay. All right, regardless of what the situation. Well, excuse me, it looks like we have yet another distraction. Let me see what you want.
Bring the microphone over here for just a second, because I know how these Texans are. They'll try to jump you when there's 2-on-1. Now, you know, I heard you talking back there. And you know, boy, we've already agreed to the stipulation of the match. What? Ain't you grown yet? You let your daddy make your decisions, boy? Now, you know the stipulation that we made is if you lose, you leave the state of Texas for a year. If Mike loses, then he has to leave the state of Texas for a year. It don't matter how long he's been into wrestling. I don't care if he is an up-and-coming new star. It don't matter to me. But hey, wait just a second. Wait just a second. You know, you want to add your stipulations. Then I got a little one I'd like to add myself. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, if you want to have it like that, if you want to have it where if you or Mike lose the match, then you have to leave the state of Texas. Okay, I'll go for that. I'll go for that, but I got one little thing that I want you to take home and I want you to sleep with tonight. I'm fixing to. And that stipulation is, if we beat y'all, You have to leave the state of Texas, and my brother Michael Hayes gets to return.
Well, very clearly stated.
Listen, Dumbo, let me ask you something. Are you saying that if Mike loses, Kevin will still leave, but your brother Mike comes back?
Hey, you need an earphone or what? I'll give you my answer. I accept. Dad, you don't understand. I can handle it. Mike's far longer than you. I'll tell you what, Dave Jackson. I got a good present for you and for everybody in Dallas, Texas, come Christmas night. I'm ready.
Well,
I'll see you Christmas.
it's been accepted by Kevin Von Erich. It's been accepted by Kevin Von Erich, but I stress to you the fact that this is merely a challenge and something that's been accepted. It is not yet official. We'll have to check in with matchmaker Ed Watt and find out what's going to happen with this. It is a challenge. It has been accepted, but it is not yet about. We'll have to see if this indeed takes place.
This is the television main event. Best 2 out of 3 falls. 30-minute time limit. In the ring at this time from Atlanta, Georgia. 240 pounds. The Freebird, Buddy Roberts. Here's the music for that man from St. Louis. 227 pounds. Making his way toward the ring, the Iceman, King Parsons. He'll be here in just a moment. In the meantime, David Manning is your referee. Here's the Iceman, King Parsons.
King Parsons and Freebird Buddy Roberts. The new battle in a best 2 of 3 fall 30-minute time limit television main event. Iceman signing autographs to the many young folks around the ring. Wrestling Star Wars tomorrow night. Christmas edition. The world title on the line. Every bout a main event. And what a week we have coming up. I always love the following week after one of these cards because you never know what repercussions you're going to have. Because after all, somebody's going to lose in every bout that takes place, and they're going to be out to get revenge and in a high passion. No one likes to lose in front of 20,000 people. Ralph Pulley pointing out some of the verbal abuse that Buddy Roberts has for his opponent and the fans. not one of the more polite individuals you'll run into. Iceman with a burn mark on his face, thanks to General Akbar last time we were at reunion. Iceman from St. Louis, Missouri. Roberts with that headgear. A drive across the back. Coming up on our show, we will have a visit from gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. General Akbar will be hearing from Ric Flair. Iceman with a chop, and we heard that one. We'll have our big tape feature, Gordy, Hayes, and Roberts versus Kevin, David, and Terry in a previous six-man bout. The six-man title is on the line Friday night. And Akbar's formidable team will be going for all the marbles. Across, out on the apron. What now? He misses for that one and now backs away. Have a big tag bout if we have time for it tonight coming up. Involving the missing link and gorgeous Jimmy Garvin against Kerry and Adams. The fans in person will see a big bout, a main event between Terry Gordy, the Freebird, and Kamala. Referee stance quickly turns into an arm twist over the shoulder. Iceman dancing and a right across the ear. Come on, Robert. You want to give it up? Keep in mind there are additional bouts to the ones you see here on television. And those additional bouts take place each Monday night right here at Rogers Coliseum. So when you're here in person, you see even more than what you see on television. Roberts with the braids in his hands as the Iceman over in the corner. Roberts pinned in the rope over there. Iceman King Parsons has the fans hollering as Roberts is pinned in that rope, and David Manning, the referee, pushes him away. Iceman with an elbow, and that frees Roberts, and Roberts wants out. Both these two have had some battles over the year 1983. Roberts out there between the fans and the ring. And back in. Iceman. Iceman dancing now. What will he do? Pulls Roberts across. Great move, and the Iceman wants him right back. I'll be running down the complete reunion card for you after a while. We're talking about Dallas and Fort Worth again. Minutes gone in fall number one. Iceman, look at him pull Roberts down, and look at his strength in the arms and upper body, and a hip butt. being very careful. Boy, are they looking forward to the prospect of getting Michael Hayes back. Mike's man, look at him over there, kicking him in the seat of the pants. Iceman is rolling. The expression on Robert's face is priceless. There he is back in now. He's taking those electric shock treatments to stimulate the growth of the hair. All right, stimulate. Jim Lund points out I should say stimulate the growth of the hair. But as I was saying, you got to be careful with that current. Across the robe. Oh, burning the forehead across that robe. That really hurts. Man's had all the burning he can handle for a while. Head in the turnbuckle. The Iceman tries to stop. That's not going to work. And it didn't. Did work for Robertson, the Iceman now. By the headgear. In the face. Boy, the crowd loved that one. Boom, and Roberts goes flying across the ring. Slam. Here he's climbing to the center rope, but Roberts is out of the way. I must point out how painful it is for the Iceman to be in these bouts. Here's Roberts climbing high, and down, a headbutt with a headgear. 1, 2, Roberts wins fall number 1.
7 minutes and 55 seconds. The winner of the first fall, Buddy Roberts.
I'll tell you what I was saying about the Iceman when we come back. From Will Rogers Coliseum in Fort Worth, you're watching Saturday Night Wrestling. The Iceman, after being in control of so much of that first fall, must now try and draw even. And that is, I was saying at the close of that first fall, it is extremely painful. Another headbutt. Extremely painful for the Iceman to be in these bouts because he has a treatment for that burn on his face. But during the course of the bout, that treatment wears off and that burn begins to burn and hurt again. Look at the Iceman. Stop the wind right out of Roberts. Roberts really hits hard. The ring is still shaking. Iceman with a fist. To the face, the chin. Roberts falls to his back. Here's a pin. 1. If Roberts wins this fall, he wins the bout. Here's Ice down with an elbow and a pin. 1, 2. Small package. This time tomorrow night, we'll know a lot of things we don't know now. 1, 2, and those of you that are there in person will see it all happen. Roberts comes off the rope with a kick. Oh, and and Roberts with a shoe right across that burn place. How ruthless can you get? Flying mare down is the Iceman. From behind, it's Roberts bending the neck and the head. Reverse chin lock. Another enthusiastic crowd on hand here at the Coliseum tonight. Hope you're part of our crowd here Monday night. Anytime you have all four men in the ring at the same time like we're going to have Monday, you can bank on it being wild. Roberts back to his feet quickly, but Iceman is waiting. Iceman has Roberts over that top rope, jerks him back, and Roberts goes tumbling across the ring. Iceman showing no signs of wanting to lose this fall. Comes across with a clothesline. 1, 2, and Roberts still has some left. Roberts hits the hard way. Iceman to the rope, comes across to the splash. 1, 2, 3, and we're all even after 2 falls.
The winner of the second fall in 4 minutes, 25 seconds, the Iceman, King Parsons.
So the third fall will be our deciding fall, and we'll be back for it in just a moment. Some of the young folks between falls, and we're waiting to sound the bell. There's the bell. The third fall will be our deciding fall. The winner of this fall wins the bout. Roberts won the first fall. Iceman won the second. And here we go with the third.
Right, we're in a row. Right.
Head across the sole of the shoe as Roberts gives him a kick. Roberts throws him across. Here he is back, and a foot in the midsection. Roberts holding onto the arm and the chin with a knee in the middle of all that. Oh, it's going to be an exciting week, all starting tomorrow night. The lights, the music. Down goes the Iceman. And again, Roberts, this time straddling him and belting him with the right. And you can hear those blows popping. Here's Iceman on top quickly with hands on the headgear. Iceman showing no mercy. To the table goes Roberts. And the Iceman kicks Roberts even while he's out there. As Jim Long calls the camera shots for this great coverage that you were seeing. Over and down. Iceman puts him in the abdominal stretch. Iceman stretching Roberts out. He's on the rack. David Manning looking for a possible submission, but Roberts shakes his head no. David Manning concerned about tights, but it looks like Roberts has the hair. Iceman takes him down. Here's the count of 2, and that's all. To the rope. Here's the bear hug. Bear hug by the Iceman. Roberts in all kinds of agony. Iceman had him in the abdominal stretch. Now it's the bear hug. And David Manning again checking for a possible submission. Roberts with his hands around those braids. He may be pulling them and lets the headbutt go. And that knocked the Iceman away. Roberts moving around slowly. Iceman trying to get back to his feet. And Roberts throws the Iceman through the ropes into the floor. And there's the Iceman out on the cement. Roberts there quickly to grab the Iceman out on the apron. Takes him to the corner. A kick in the middle of the back. Roberts across the face. Roberts will go to the turnbuckle. And down is the Iceman on the seat of his pants.
5 minutes.
David Manning trying to count Roberts off as Iceman is in the ropes. David Manning now pulling Roberts. Manning has to physically pull Roberts off. Iceman in the corner is there. Kicks him away. Roberts across the head. Here's the Iceman again. Flying mare. Roberts across the face. Roberts climbing high. And the Iceman has him and throws him out and across. Roberts hurt. Iceman saw it coming and took advantage. To the ropes. Up, over, and down. Around they go. Here's the Iceman back with a hip butt off the ropes. 1, 2, 3, and that's all she wrote for Roberts. The Iceman is the winner.
In 6 minutes, 22 seconds, the winner of the third fall in the match, the Iceman King Parsons.
Iceman a winner as Roberts tries to get things back together in the ring. We'll be back to talk to Akbar, Garvin, and Flair in just a moment. So tonight we've been talking about six-man events. There's a big one coming up in Dallas. It's for the six-man world title. The Von Erichs are the current champions. When we talk about six-man events, certainly the bout that comes to mind is one we're going to show you now. Let's see that action, and we'll be back for more wrestling when it's over. From the ropes, Carey again. This time it's Gordy. They're doing their best to eliminate a man early. When the first man's eliminated, it'll be 3-on-2. Then it could go 3-on-1 or 2-on-2, depending on what happens. Gordy, the big Freebird, giving Kerry Von Erich trouble, but Kerry now with the right. Man, heading along with each of those rights, but now Gordy comes back. Gordy now wants a tag and a new legal man who's refreshed and ready against Kerry. Over and down is Buddy Roberts now.
That's what I got, Joe.
One, and that's all. David Manning officiating this wild event, a huge crowd on hand. Hayes looking Kerry over the rope, but look out. Round and round they go. Hayes dodging the Von Erich. In the corner, the Freebirds are trying to get Kerry over there. Here's Robertson. Roberts still is another tag. The Freebirds have had the opportunity to tag in and out. Kerry has not. Hayes. Kerry comes back using the leg. Gordy trying for the tag. And I'm not sure they did not make the tag. And Kerry continues. Head in the turnbuckle. Listen to this crowd. There is blood on the face of Michael Hayes. Hayes is bleeding. David Manning down in the pile. David Manning caught physically in this, and he can't get out. Here's Bronco Libich out. David Manning saying that both of these men are going to be counted disqualified and will go on with the other four. Great shot of the Von Erich keeping guard of the other Freebirds.
Now remember, this is an elimination match. So far, Kerry Von Erich and Michael Hayes have been eliminated. One out on each side. At least Buddy Roberts and Terry Gordy on one team. Kevin and David Von Erich on the other side.
Joe Ranelli explaining the situation. Kerry and Hayes both have been eliminated. David and Kevin, Gordy and Roberts will continue now. Look out! Look, David caught it in midair. A television camera stand, and David caught it midair. Blood all over the face of Michael Hayes. He's still hanging around.
Michael Hayes and Kerry Von Erich, you are eliminated. You leave now, or both of you are facing a heavy fine.
David Manning reminding him of the fine possibility if they don't obey. Kerry still in the ring. Hayes trying to get back in. A wild six-man elimination bout. They can't hold him back. And now Hayes runs from the ring. Kerry reached out, went to work on him, and Hayes ran from the ring. And now this leaves just before if Kerry will leave. Nursing that arm, he was caught in the bottom of that pile. And it will be Roberts and David. Roberts being careful. And that's 5. A knee lift by David Von Erich. As the bleeding Michael Hayes is left, Kerry is also left. Kevin High from the ropes. Face in the turnbuckle. There's a pin, but no 3 count. Here's Gordy. Terry Gordy, the big Freebird with a tag. He's now the legal man in against Kevin. Body slam and down, and keep your eyes open for the Oriental Spike. Kevin grabs him. Watch this. Kevin with the flying mare. Gordy holds off the iron claw. Puts it in the midsection now. Count of 1, and that's all. The iron claw in the midsection of Terry Gordy. Chanting Baldy and Buddy Roberts. Gordy in all kinds of pain, reaches up for the hair. Squeeze, somebody squeeze. Just like Daddy called him, Phil. Look out. To knock off the iron claw. David makes Roberts pay, but both men will have to go back out. Keep in mind, the one man that's eliminated will be leaving a 2-on-1 situation. Roberts doesn't want David. A knee. Foot in the throat. One, two. Many of the fans are on their feet. And David falls into the corner. And Gordy a little bit dazed himself. Around, and Gordy goes in the corner. But he gets that foot up. And he really nailed David Von Erich. David down flat. Gordy there to pick him up. Oh, they got that headgear.
Hey, don't hold him back right there.
15 minutes are gone. There's the tag, and here comes Kevin. The turnbuckle. Drop kick for Gordy, who is sticking up from behind. It's Kevin and Roberts, the legal men in. David wants Gordy. Look out. What's he going to do? Throws him over on Roberts' knee. And Roberts bails out. Here's Gordy. He's a pin. 1, 2, 3. Kevin is now eliminated. It's 2-on-1.
Kevin Von Erich has been eliminated. That leaves David in one corner against the two Freebirds, Gordy and Roberts.
Two Freebirds against one Von Erich now. Kevin will leave, and it's David against Roberts and Gordy. That's exactly what the Freebirds wanted. An elimination bout, and it's down to 2-on-1. And there are the two, Gordy and Roberts. And David Von Erich is ready, and he will face Gordy first. Not an easy situation for anyone to be in. David gets the right on Roberts, turns around to get Gordy. Both men. Gordy falls like a tall tree. 1, 2. Well, I thought David may have him there. To the rope. Sleeper. Hey, here's Roberts. Knocking David away. Well, that raises some questions. Now, what is this? David got out of the way, and he got Gordy. Well, now I'm glad they didn't eliminate Roberts. Gordy threatening the Oriental spike. Gordy with a spike. Look out. It may be lights out. What can David do? David wants to find a way to get that claw as the hair reaches up. And puts the claw on the forehead. Great move by David. And here's Roberts interfering again. 2 against 1 with no tag. What now? Over the rope goes Woody Roberts. And Roberts Roberts is eliminated. That's one of the rules in the elimination. If you go over the rope, you're out.
Buddy Roberts has been eliminated. That leaves it up to David and Gordy.
But look out. Here's Gordy with that big suplex. And he wants the thumb. Again, the Oriental spike. And he drives that spike right into the ring. Iron Claw. Ring the bell. It's all over. David, throw him out.
And the winner of the elimination match, the sensational Von Erich brothers, Kerry, Kevin, and David.
Ray comes from behind win for the Von Erichs with David Von Erich doing that dirty work at the end. Great job by David. He wound up winning the bout. I'm Mark Lawrence. Hope you enjoyed it. Tonight, this January 5th main event wrestling match is to be held in the Lon Morris Junior College Gym in Jacksonville, Texas. The bout started at 8 o'clock and is sponsored by the Cherokee County Foster Parent Association. Appearing on that card will be Kevin Von Erich, Freebird Buddy Roberts, Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, and his valet Precious, Chris Adams, Johnny Mantell, the Missing Link, Mike Reed, and Black Gordman. That's quite a lineup for Tuesday night, January 5th, main event wrestling matches at the Jacksonville Lon Morris Junior College Gym, with the bout starting at 8 o'clock. Well, Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin and his lovely valet Precious are here, and we all saw what happened at Reunion Arena. Now the belt's held up.
You know, I went to bed the night of reunion. I went to bed and I laid there in bed and I said, yeah, Gorgeous Jimmy, yep, you're the one, baby. You're the American heavyweight champion. You're what you're supposed to be. You are what you were born to be, Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. And then all of a sudden I woke up this morning and I find out that my whole world is caved in, man. I mean, the NWA is messing with me, man. There's referees messing with me and officials. And they take what belongs to Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin away.
It's held up.
It's held up. It's held up, and everybody in this building knows that I'm the true American heavyweight champion and that I beat him.
Doesn't sound like it.
I beat him fair and square and in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. I went home and I was laying there thinking, Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, you're the one. And now they tell me I'm not the one. And I start having flashbacks. I start having flashbacks of one horse-faced David Von Erich and the Texas title that they held up. They held up my Texas title. Not once, not twice, 3 or 4 or 5 times. And you say, why do they do that to such an athlete? And I'm going to tell you why. Because they know I'm the greatest athlete in the world. They know that underneath all this beauty, man, and underneath all this shiny, shiny, shiny stuff, man, that I am the greatest athlete in the world and the true American heavyweight champion.
She's lucky. I didn't have 5 more minutes with her. I would have ripped her to pieces. Easy. I loved it.
Sunshine is very lucky. You know, I thought I'm getting out of here because I don't like talking to you anyway. I figure I'm just doing everybody here a real big favor because Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin is depressed, man. I am depressed. I thought that once I beat Chris Adams fair and square, that this poor excuse for a woman, this washed-up has-been poor excuse for a woman valet would be out of my life, and she ain't.
She's gonna be.
So I don't care. I'm in the ring right now. Chris Adams, let's get this over with, man, because I don't want to go through another night thinking that somebody has my title that don't deserve it. I'm ready to fight right now. Call him out here. You ask him. Maybe, come on. Come on.
All right, well, Garvin wants it. He's going to get it. And Sunshine almost got what she wanted. And Garvin now ushers Precious out of the ring area. Garvin wanted Adams, and that's what he got. So, well, Garvin got what he wanted. And we'll be back for more wrestling in just a moment.
This next match, one fall, 45-minute time limit, is a tag team match. First of all, to my right, weighing 235 pounds, the most handsome man in the world, gorgeous Jim Garvin, and his valet Precious, and his partner from parts unknown, weighing 245 pounds, the missing link. And entering the ring right now, from England, weighing 235 pounds, gentleman Chris Adams, and his partner from Denton County, weighing 260 pounds, Gary Von Erich. Your referee is David Manning.
Well, the girls are trying to get at it, Precious and Sunshine, and Sunshine will try and get a piece of her tomorrow night. It may happen right now.
Also in the ring is beautiful Sunshine.
Well, Foley announcing Sunshine, who gets a cheer from the crowd. Kerry and Chris there against the missing link in Garvin, and I'm not sure I'd want to be Garvin trying to team with the missing link. Telling what that guy's going to do next. There's Precious removing the glittering robe as the link looks down on the crowd at ringside. And the link is ready to go. Kerry and Sunshine over there. Chris Adams behind. David Manning officiating this event, and we have just enough time to see a portion of this bout. Sunshine again trying to get involved in some way. And if Adams wins tomorrow night, it is going to be a real melee. They'll have to have people there to keep Precious in her place. There's Precious. Garvin yelling at Adams. Here he comes, and Kerry is right behind Garvin where he can't go anywhere. There's the missing link reaching around. Here's Adams. He's ready. Here he is. And Garvin is trying to run away. Over and down, leg scissors. Up with a catapult, and there's Kerry. Flying there and down. Here's Kerry across. Down comes Kerry. And Garvin is yelling into the crowd, that's letting him know that he is in pain. There's the missing link. Back and forth in the apron, climbing the ropes. Here's Adams high and down, right across the knee, and Garvin is really hurting now. Here comes the missing link, and wild-eyed with that wild hairdo. To the ropes. Both fists clenched. Biting the ear. He is biting the ear. The missing link is a crazy man. And there, down across the knee. Garvin with a kick, and the link won't let go. Oh, can you get a load of that link? Here's Garvin from behind, locking up the head. The link parading around as Garvin continues. Carey animated on the ring. Sunshine and Precious. Over goes Garvin. Adams. But a knee. Over and down. Link with a splash. This crowd making noise at Will Rogers Coliseum tonight. Chanting for Carey. The missing link, and Carey Von Erich, here's the headbutt. Here's the clean tag, and comes Garvin. Garvin and the missing link against Carey and Adams. And it's a rough, tough drag out. Here's Adams straining the missing link, who is the illegal man in. Both men in the ring illegally, and everyone's going at it. It's all four men. Sunshine and Precious are at ringside. Adams and Link back to their spots, and it's back to Carey and Garvin. Here's the count of two. This crowd making noise at Will Rogers Coliseum tonight. Chanting for Carey.
5 minutes.
Link.
5 minutes.
5 minutes gone in the event. The Link reaching for a tag. He won't get it. Here's Carey trying the flying mare, but the Link says no, and he throws him to the floor. And Carey out there in back of the ring. Trying to get back up. Sunshine is trying to get after Precious. And the missing link may be after Sunshine. Garvin knocking Carey off the back of the ring. Back there. There's Carey. Come on, Carey! Carey trying to get back up. Here's Georgia Jim Garvin pulling him back over the rope. The turnbuckle. Missing link, pulverizing Carey Von Erich. A tag, here comes Garvin. Both men have got Carey. Garvin locks up the head. Carey throws Garvin across, and both men stagger to the ring. The missing link and Chris Adams hanging over the ropes. The girls watching animatedly. Here's the missing link. Look out. Here's the tag. In comes Adams. Chris Adams. Carey lays down. Adams lays down. And it's Adams that kicks the leg out. Garvin wants mercy, but he won't get it. Chris Adams for the pin. From the ropes, around and up and over. But Garvin is out of the way, and Adams hits nothing but floor. Here's the missing link. The link. Dangerous and vicious. The missing link wants to pick Adams up. By one leg, both legs, he has him up and drops him across the knee with Adams' leg bent. Adams in pain. Here's Carey. And Carey now. Refreshed and ready. Around and down goes Garvin. 1, 2, and that's all. Here's the missing link back in. A headbutt and Carey staggers into the ropes. Carey in the ropes, but that means nothing to the missing link.
Come on, what's he doing?
Adams trying to pull the missing link off, and now Adams has been hit by a headbutt. Here's Garvin coming over and knocking Adams out. Garvin still kicking Adams. Carey out of the ring as Garvin and the link still left, and Adams and Carey have been temporarily disposed of. The missing link should never have been in the ring. I take it back. It's Garvin that should never have been in the ring. Garvin in now. Carey trying to get back in. Missing link over with a headbutt. Ring the bell. David Manning's had enough. To the ropes. Here's the leg. But Adams gets him with a super kick. Carey now lets Garvin have it. And Carey and Adams will be the winners on a disqualification, and now Sunshine wants Precious.
Match in 9 minutes.
Garvin holds Precious.
31.
The hair is flying.
Harry Von Erich and Chris Adams.
David held Sunshine, Garvin held Precious, but the hair went flying. What a wild finish, and on the disqualification, Adams and Carey will be the winners.
And the winners are Harry Von Erich and Chris Adams.
I'm Mark Lawrence. Hope you enjoyed this exciting main event.
This event, 1 fall, 15-minute time limit. In the ring at this time,
To the floor goes one of the Super Ds. As the Iceman was ready for action just as soon as he hit the ring. There's the bell. And Joe Rennelli will introduce this from the ringside table.
as I was saying, 1 fall, 15-minute time limit. In one corner, Super Destroyer #1 from Devastation Incorporated. His opponent this evening, the Iceman King Parsons.
There's the Iceman in the ring. General Akbar out there. What a team the Iceman and Brandon Diaz made in reunion, as they are the new American Tag Team Champions. Iceman and Brandon Diaz, one of the many exciting events that happened. It's Super Destroyer #1 versus the Iceman here, but David Manning having to physically move Iceman back. Iceman grabs that arm, twisting it over the head. Hope you enjoyed that big tape of Garvin and the Link and Carey and Adams. As the Iceman faces the big Super Destroyer #1. You heard me mention the fact that Andre the Giant is coming in, and he'll be facing Kamala Monday. We have a fabulous card. card coming up in Dallas. Andre the Giant will be there. Super Destroyer has the Iceman in the corner, pulls him out, but didn't quite work as planned, but the Super Destroyer locks up that head. Super D wanted to pull him out of the corner, but the Iceman got his momentum around trying to turn the tables and get the Super D to go in. But the Big Destroyer was able to stop and lock up the head. You heard Garvin earlier talking about the American belt. He's upset about that. To the ropes. Back. Iceman missed it to the right. Here comes the Destroyer. Parsons down. He gets the drop kick in. Back across with the arm. Is the new American Tag Team Champions. The regular American belt held up. Iceman barring that arm here against his big opponent. General Akbar looks on from ringside. Kerry Von Erich slammed Kamala at reunion, and I am sure now that General Akbar has no excuse for not giving him the $10,000. Talking to Gary about that later. Iceman still on the arm with the Destroyer on his feet. Big cards coming up this week. Andre versus Kamala Monday night. Head in the turnbuckle. And the Iceman slapped him away, and we heard that one pop. Iceman upset with David Manning. Headbutt. And the Destroyer falls like a tree. We've already talked as the Iceman now choking. Iceman is really after these Destroyers. This goes back to the burning. And the Destroyer out on the table. And they still can't get the Iceman away from the ropes. Destroyer number 2 around whispering something in his ear. I don't know what that may mean. Back through the ropes. Iceman having a few words with Akbar.
But you ready to match? Cold, man. You gotta keep your eyes open. You ought to get a little taste of it.
Akbar yelling at David Manning as the Iceman has hold of the arm of the Destroyer. Back into the corner they ease, the Iceman picks that arm over his head. We've already talked to the folks in Jacksonville and Athens. Next week we'll be talking to the folks in Greenville and Wiley. Iceman out of the corner, throws the Super D into the steel post. Elbow and a pin, 1, 2. But the Destroyer, big, strong, and resilient, is able to kick out. As I've been saying, Greenville and Wiley will be talking to you next week as professional wrestling continues to be the #1 fundraiser. The non-profit organization. Iceman up and down again. Larson. Like a man possessed. The burn mark still showing on his face. And the big Super Destroyer #1. January 30th, Star Wars in Fort Worth, here in County Convention Center. 8 o'clock, Rainbow Ticketmaster, place to get your seats. Destroyer back on his feet, the Iceman still on the arm. As David Manning officiates this bout, it's got underway in a hurry. Destroyer with a drive in the back, and the Iceman returns the favor. Iceman falls with an elbow and into a pin, but just to the count of 1. Near the ropes they are. Super Destroyer has the Iceman in the corner. Throws in the cross. Iceman misses with a kick, and the Destroyer takes advantage quickly. And standing for the Iceman. The Destroyer pulls him back out to the center of the ring and lets a hand in the throat, jabbing him across the forehead. Forehead with the palm of the hand.
Center. 1, 2, 3.
David Manning warning the Destroyer to get him away from the rope.
Hey, you like this, black boy?
The Destroyer mocking and yelling at the crowd. And so is the other Super D. Iceman trying to fight back with the Destroyer. Keeps the momentum. With a knee, he falls. There's a pin. Tough to get out from under that big guy. We'll be seeing the Super Destroyers Monday night. Along with the Iceman, who will face Mr. Ebony. And a battle of the giants. Akbar pounding the ring at David Manning while the Destroyer has a hold of the Iceman out in the center. There's Akbar, the other Super D. And there's Super D number 1 with the Iceman locked up. Making noise for the Iceman. Both men to their feet. A D across the back. A foot raised in the midsection. And the Destroyer knows all the right moves, at least for the time being. Good mind, we could see that superplex at any moment. The Destroyer with a drive, just as he comes to his knees. To the ropes they go, and the Iceman falls in the corner. And a foot!
10 minutes, 5 minutes remaining.
There are only 5 minutes remaining in this event. Now he's got him outside the rope and pulling his head back toward the inside, choking him. Out to the center, and now he chokes him with both hands. David Manning counts him out of the rope as the Destroyer continues to choke the Iceman either with a rope or his hands. And now he throws him out behind the ring. There's the Iceman out there. That was the other Super Destroyer that moved in front of the camera, and hope he doesn't get involved over there. The other D, the number 1 that's in the bout, the legal man, was out on the apron and stomped the Iceman back while the other one lurked up from behind. Flying mare. Down with a knee, and he came down hard. Iceman closes the door and knocks the Super D over toward David Manning. We'll be talking to the Von Erichs coming up next. A big television main event tonight. Plus much, much more. Elbow. Back to the corner. Other side, and the Iceman gets out of the way. And the Super D goes bounding across the ring in pain. Iceman slaps him down. And the Iceman, like the boxer, again has the Super D down. In the corner, left side, up and over. And the Super D number 2 and Akbar are upset.
3 minutes remaining, only 3 minutes remaining.
3 minutes remaining in this event. To the corner, the D hits the post and goes out. The Destroyer hit the post and tumbled out of the ring. Super D number 1 out there, and the Iceman is grabbing the wrong one. Iceman grabbed the wrong Destroyer. But the Iceman gets into the small package and wins anyway. Hey, hey, hey. But look out. Both Destroyers are ganging up on the Iceman while Akbar distracts David Manning. Here's Brian Ideas.
The winner of the match is 12 minutes and 43 seconds. The Iceman, King Carson.
Well, you can't tell one Destroyer from the other. And the Iceman grabbed the wrong one. But wound up, despite the illegal man who was ready for action, despite that, he got him in the small package for the 1, 2, 3. Only to have him gang up on him, but Brian Ideas came out and look at the argument with David Manning illustrating the winner, and there's nothing that Akbar or his Destroyers can do. How about that? We'll be back to talk to the Von Erichs and Iceman King Carson when Saturday Night Wrestling from Fort Worth continues. Out here. And now Roberts is having trouble with the Super Destroyers.
Hey, everybody watch.
Why is Hayes out here? He's not supposed to be here.
Hey, how about it's none of your business?
Well, then fine.
Terry Gordy,
I really...
Buddy Roberts, none of your business. We came here for business. We came here to show everybody in the United States and Texas what the Freebirds are. I have my hair back. I don't have to wear wigs no more. I'll tell you what, this is the biggest ripoff, guys.
I don't even want to hear this. I just don't want to hear it.
What? Wait a minute, let me... Where are you going? He might as well.
What kind of guy is he? He's paid to interview us.
He's ignorant. Hey, since the cameras are on, I'll go ahead and say what I feel here. You know, everybody in Dallas, I want you to know that everybody at the Reunion Arena seen that I beat Kevin Von Erich. And everybody in the Reunion Arena, they seen that the Von Erichs have people like David Manning and people like Bronco Lubitsch working for them. And if you didn't see that, you need to go down and visit your closest eye-ear optical and get you some thick Coke bottle glasses. You know what I'm talking about. But hey, I know it's all done and over with here in the state of Texas, but we got the whole wide world to go to. And it's just like this right here. I hope you, Von Erichs, I'm talking to you now. I hope you get the chance to come through Georgia sometime, because I would like to show you a little Southern hospitality.
Well, you know, speaking about coming to Georgia next week, brothers, I've got it arranged. I've got it signed, sealed, and delivered. We get our world title rematch right in the state of Georgia. That's right. You got to defend our title in our state, baby. So you better wake up. because all of your bureaucracy and all of your conspiracies, one way or another, will overcome. Because as you can see, we can cause just as much trouble when we're not here as we are. And there's nobody going to run you out of here. Hey, I'll tell you what, brother. You don't have to tell me, because now we're going to tell you. You get this straight. Just like these bulldogs are going to run over them longhorns, we're going to keep running over you. That's right, Jack. Get him, Bam Bam. Mike Von Erich, you better get out of wrestling, boy, because your brothers and your father have gotten you in a war that they've never, ever thought about entering. One that they'll never, ever be able to complete. And I would stay out here and talk to you people, but you don't know what Bad Street's about. You obviously don't know what class is. You are paid to interview us, whether you like it or not. Get out here and take this mic. You do like you're paid to do, punk.
I can't imagine. Well, that's the Freebird point of view. Wishing you a very happy New Year. Things are wild in the ring. Ralph Pulley trying to do the introduction. We may start again if we can get any semblance of order. Gordy throwing a chair in the ring. David Von Erich with one. Michael Hayes, Buddy Roberts, and Terry Gordy all on the floor. Kevin, Kerry, and David, two in the ring, one on the floor. Now, Michael Hayes and David Von Erich's capacity here is supposed to be a seconds in the corner, with all four of the other men in the ring at the same time. And let's let Ralph Pulley do the introduction.
All right, again, this is the main event, one fall, 60-minute time limit. From Atlanta, Georgia, one of the fabulous Freebirds, Buddy Roberts. And making his farewell performance from Atlanta, Georgia, Freebird, Terry Gordy. Assisting them is Freebird Michael Hayes. And in the other corner, from Denton County with a combined weight of over 550 pounds, the fabulous Von Erich, Kevin and Kerry Von Erich. Assisted at ringside is David Von Erich.
David Von Erich chasing Michael around, and look at Hayes run as it's all four men in the ring at the same time. Kevin climbing the ropes there. Keep in mind it was Michael Hayes disguising himself as Santa Claus at Reunion Arena and getting involved with chairs and other things. And it is only the likes of the three Freebirds to sit down and think of something like that. Ruining the faith and the trust that children have in Santa Claus and that image. What a disgusting display it was as Hayes props himself up and sits arrogantly at ringside. All four men in the ring at the same time, Kevin and Kerry, Roberts and Gordy. David reaching in after Roberts, and that allows Kevin to move in, and the fans love it. I'm Mark Revance, part of a tremendous crowd at Will Rogers Coliseum. Watching this main event, many of them standing in the ringside area. Here we go, all four men. Kerry's got Roberts. Kevin will go after Gordy. Two separate bouts in a way, with all four men in the ring. Both pairs in the corner. Kevin trying to get the iron claw on Gordy. You're watching the action from close by. Here's Kevin being thrown to the floor, and look out. Keep your eye on Michael Hayes there on the left of your screen. Now on the right side, it's Roberts and Gordy both on Kerry and Hayes, who's running around there. A dangerous situation with these three. Kevin back in with Gordy Roberts on Kerry. A wild main event. Hayes parading around. Carey back in. Gordy from the rope. Kevin pulls Roberts across to the flying mare, but Gordy throws Carey out. 2-on-1 right now. Here's Gordy going to the rope. But Kevin gets out of the way. Gordy kicks Roberts right over the rope. And now it's 2-on-1 with the Von Erichs in charge. There's a kick, and down goes Gordy, and the ring shook when he hit. Hayes running around. Hayes to Roberts' rescue while Kevin comes over to knock Roberts back out. Carey has Gordy in the center of the ring. Good wide shot showing it all. Kevin with a left. Here's Roberts in with an elbow on the head of Carey. Kevin back across, and it is mayhem. Fans are standing. You can see them in the background on their feet. Gordy to the ropes. Carey misses the clothesline, and it's a sleeper by Gordy. Kevin throws Roberts in and gets a sleeper on him. One Von Erich in charge, one Freebird in charge. Hayes and David on the floor. Kevin goes over and nails Gordy. Roberts leaning over the center rope. Boy, it's noisy in Will Rogers now. The Iron Claw is on Freebird Gordy, the Von Erich Iron Claw. And it's Carey and Roberts in the center. Here's Roberts across to knock Kevin off. Carey across to pull the birds back, and he bats their heads together, and they are seeing stars. Hayes upset, and Kevin and Carey get a break. They split them apart the hard way. Again, making their legs a square. Making a square out of the four legs. Hayes trying to get up in the ring, but David scares him off. David mocking Hayes in the crowd cheers while Kevin and Carey continue to stretch the birds apart, splitting the legs. Hayes pounding the ring. Kevin and Carey now with the Iron Claw. Both men have the Iron Claw. Kevin on Gordy, Carey on Roberts. And Hayes has a sinister gleam in his eye at ringside. Gordy knocks Kevin away in the worst place of all, and David chases Hayes out of the way. Roberts trying to crawl out of the ring. Gordy throws Kevin over the rope. Carey knocked into the turnbuckle. Anything goes with these four men. Clothesline, and it's two birds against one Von Erich. Gordy dancing in ecstasy. Roberts knocks Kevin out. Kevin in, but on the seat of his pants. Gordy wants to pound drive Carey. But Kevin with a fist that does just the right time. Elbow. Elbow on Carey by Gordy. Roberts with the sleeper on Kevin. Here's another power drive attempt by Gordy. And this time down he goes. Oh, you hate to see that. The most dangerous move in all of professional wrestling. Here's a pin. 1, 2, and Kerry knocks Gordy off. And Hayes wanted that count so bad. Over the rope goes Kerry and all the way to the floor. And he hit hard. And it's Kevin to pin for himself against both birds. David around to help Kerry. The three birds throw Kevin to the ropes. Back. He ducks underneath. Back. He gets him with a clothesline, one on each arm. Phases the three birds somewhat. Gordy over. Roberts pinned to the rope now. Kerry trying to get back on his feet. Hayes trying to hold the rope where Kevin couldn't bounce back. Gordy's got him in the corner. Roberts comes over and knocks Kerry back out. David wants Roberts. Flying there to the ropes. It's Kevin diving with a splash. Here's a pin. 2. But Roberts comes off the rope and an elbow to knock Kevin away. What a wild, wild event. Roberts holding Kevin while Gordy hits him across the head. Head in the turnbuckle. Off the ropes, Kevin ducks underneath, but Hayes parted the ropes and Kevin went to the floor. Hayes did it.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Kevin was going to bounce off the ropes, but Hayes parted the ropes and Hayes is in the ring now. Hayes is involved. Kevin back in, David in, it's all set. All three birds disposed of. And both teams have been disqualified.
Bronco Lubitsch says both teams have been disqualified.
Both teams disqualified. The fans don't like it. Hayes interfered. All 6 men got involved.
Time was 11 minutes and 45 seconds.
And folks, you will never see a more wild event. I'm Mark Levant. Hope you enjoy it.